Welcome to the Sunday morning simulcast with Rom Wills. Set your goals for 2023. We're about to have 2023 come in a few weeks, less than a month from now. And I'm gonna tell you what, we always say, have our ideas, our New Year's resolutions, things that we want to do. Here's the thing, you can't wait until the first of the year to really think about your goals. You need to start thinking about them now. If you haven't already started, ideally you should have started in September. Indeed, some people think 5 years ahead, but well, you know, people got to worry about everyday life, so you still can do it now. Think about what you want to do. Think about what you want to do financially. Are you in business? What do you want to do for the new year? What do you want to do? How much money do you want to make? What are your goals? Like, for example, in my business, my goal is always every single month to make more than I made the year before that same month. So I always set up a goal. I always say, okay, I want to make this much. Here's my overall goal. And then this is how much I want to make per month in order to reach that goal. Now, one of the things with that is, you know, different things could happen. You might not make it, but the goal keeps me on track. When I look and I say, hold up, might be tough to make this goal. Okay, let me do an on-demand video. Let me really push this webinar. Let me mention something about my books. You know, maybe I'll do like a certain video which I know would get a lot of attention. I'm always thinking, so it keeps me going. See, when you set a goal, just trying to reach the goal keeps you going. Because if you just like la-di-da, I don't know what I'm going to do, let things happen, well, that's what's going to happen to you. Now, that's a financial goal. You could set a personal goal. You could say, you know what, I want to be in better relationships. And indeed, even find someone special. I want to work hard to do that. That's an important goal too. Now, some people will say, yeah, that's a tough goal, but just working on towards the goal is a win in itself. Just working towards it, because that means you have to work on yourself. You could say, hey, I'm going to travel to certain places. Okay, that's a goal. You might not have the money, but then that's something that you can work on. It's like, just sit down and just write down everything that you would like to do. One of the things I do is I'll type up everything, print it out, and put it on the wall in my office. And, you know, I still have a few things I need to do before the end of the year. One thing in particular, but that'll be a project I'm working on. And that's just a matter of staying still long enough to do it. You know, but here's the thing, if you don't make a goal, say you make some goals, if you don't make all of them, there's no shame in that. As long as you worked and made some of them, as long as you're working towards it. I mean, you might have a long-term goal. It's nothing wrong with not making it or not coming as close as you want it. As long as you did something, it keeps you focused. It gives you a plan, it gives you an outlook. It makes your spirit focus on, okay, what do I need to do to reach that goal? That's it. That's the important thing. And you want to do that. Because one of the saddest things is to see so many people, they just floating along. Like, they'll have the ideas. Like, one of the saddest things is seeing people say, well, you know, I've been thinking about this business, or I've been thinking about this product. I've been thinking about going to school. Okay. But then they don't do it. They didn't set the goal. And then you have to be disciplined with the goal. That's the important thing as well. You got to be disciplined. You got to put that ahead of like a lot of little things. You know what? You might not be able to go out and party a little bit. You might have to study for something. You might have to work on that business. That means, hey, you might not be able to go to that fancy restaurant or buy that 60-inch TV. You might have to deal with that 28-inch TV and like live on that air mattress. But as long as you're going towards your goal, if you reach it, especially if it's a financial goal, oh, you can upgrade from that 28-inch TV and you can get that nice platform bed, you know, or a brass bed, whatever. You know, you can have a goal of moving into a bigger place. And now let me use that for an example, because a lot of people, will still comment on, oh, hey, nice place you got there, nice place. Months before I moved here, I was already planning. Months. I ain't just wait like 30 days before my lease was up at the last place and just say, oh, I'm gonna look. I was already looking, at least 9 months beforehand, looking in different places, looking at this particular spot way beforehand. And then figuring out how much money I would need, how much I would need to increase everything. Because when you have that goal, you're also going to be focused on the steps to reach that goal. That's the important thing. Now, I know I'm always talking about inspirational stuff and using your talents, your gifts, and gratitude on Sundays, but we still got to eat, y'all. We still got to eat. We still got to live an everyday life. And it just makes it easier, because as I alluded to earlier, one of the saddest things I've seen is when people are just floating along. And they will have great ideas. I've talked with so many men and women over the decades who had great ideas to do something, had great ideas, and I'll be like, when you gonna do it? Indeed, something I do now whenever I meet a friend or acquaintance, when I'm out and about, and they had told me what they wanted to do, I'll be like, how's that going? And I'll call them owner. Okay, you want to own that boutique? Okay, how you doing? How you doing, Miss Owner? You want to own that trucking company? And say, hey, how you doing, Mr. Owner Operator of your own tractor trailer? When you gonna get another one? When you gonna get another one? I have a friend at the gym. He works in car sales. So I say, how many are you doing today? And he's like, got a goal of 2. All right, so that's 3 then. All right. So it's like, look, I want to see everybody make it. There's so many of y'all got so much talent, got so many things you could be doing, and focus on that. That has to be your mission. Because one thing I've seen in life, people get joy when they reach their goals. I've seen so much joy in so many people of different races, religions, nationalities, just when they reach a particular goal. People feel better when they do something. You set that goal. There's such a joy when you reach that goal. There is such a joy there. So set your goals for 2023. Think about everything you really want to do. What do you have a passion for? What do you have a calling for? And set that for 2023. And as I said, you know what? You might not make the goal fully, but as long as you are making the step towards it, as long as you come in close, 2023 may be where you come closer to your goal, but that's still better than where you started. All right? So, as always, I want everybody to keep rising and transforming. Peace and many blessings.